Namaste, myself B. Malati, a research scholar under the guidance of Dr. K. Chandrasekharaya Garu. Now in this video I would like to present our research group publication, that is a copyrighted paper which is related to the cybercrime, and the title of that paper is Cybercrimes, Trends and Challenges in Achieving Swachh Digital India Using a Public Cloud, a Case Study. The abstract of this paper goes like this. The goal of ICT is to develop a knowledge society, that is Vignan Bharat, that is progressive and free from cyber crimes, and well established in terms of cyber laws, cyber ethics, smart cities, digital India, etc. Now, the case study, that is the details which we have seen in all the previous papers, has motivated us to come up with the PGF, that is People's Governance Forum. That's a web page which is an innovative forum. The intention or the intent of this is to disseminate the national information by a broader discourse and inculcate in the educated youth national spirit and basic awareness of how to use the internet positively. That is the intention of this PGF. Then this case study considers that the government of Telangana, Cyberabad Police, government of AP, government of India, higher education system are inadequate to the challenges of cybercrimes in our society and academics. So the PGF, that is this People's Governance Forum, main aim is to serve as a remedial machinery to transform this ill-guided youth as well as well-guided youth with respect to cybercrimes in a premier academic institution of our country. Now, did the nearly 2000 staff or students in the higher education system register in the Cyber Criminal Outfit website owing to the ignorance or insensitivity to the cybercrimes involved, or did they lack the fundamental skills, democratic values, the national spirit, or the silence of the educated with respect to this kind of cybercrimes in the higher education environment will lead to the deleterious effects on the society and even the nation. So the PGF, that is People's Governance Forum, is different from some organizations such as CGG and ISG, and this PGF is the result of the trends and challenges experienced through the case study. And this PGF remedy is the core content of this paper. The background of the cybercrime. This is the first section, and in this background the Wayback Machine or web crawler tool is mentioned, and this is a tool to capture the snapshots of the website, and it allows users to visit the archived versions of the websites, and the users has to type the URL and even the date, the range of the date, and then start surfing about that particular web page or website. And then the 7 pivotal points of the Babylon for research with respect to the cyber criminal government of Telangana and national building exercise is mentioned with 7 points here. And the first point is the Cyberabad police did not nab the cyber criminals with the well established evidence, but mentioned that the cybercrime case ended, which is not right. The ICT approaches need to be devised to adopt the remedy or eliminate the failure. This failure system. That is the first pivotal point. Next one, the Cyberabad police mentioned that the accused A1 was nabbed based on the details given by the university authorities, but neither the proofs of the documents of the details nor the details of the university authorities were specified. So no authority was prosecuted. Does this indicate that the Cyberabad police and the university authorities collude to mislead the prosecution of the case? That's the second one. Third one, an academic environment that prevents the recurrence of the cybercrimes of the kind experienced in the case study needs to be established and the remedial measures undertaken. Fourth one, the university authorities do not seem to have taken any remedial action with respect to the cyber criminal outfit. That is the main point. The inefficacy of the higher education administration in curbing the menace of the cybercrime in academic environment over the years, leading to widespread abuse of its academic environment, shows that the constitutional abuse was rampant even among the educated elite. So the ways need to be explored to recover from the abuse so as to contribute to the promotion of national consciousness and spirit of the national integration among the students. Fifth one is, the academic exercises do not tend to sufficiently mold the students as useful citizens of nation or society. Sixth one is, the case between the KPHB police station, government of AP and the accused one was prosecuted in the court, and the judgment proceedings were issued in 2016 mentioning both the parties. The mention of KPHB police station, government of AP in judgment proceedings is a moot point because KPHB police station happened to be under government of Telangana at the time of judgment with respect to A1. And the seventh pivotal point is, one unchecked fake underground cybercriminal government of Telangana on the web tends to pose the danger of setting a precedence for recurrence. No tangible measures were taken by the government at the state or the center or even the university to remedy this situation. No measures were taken to sensitize the academics against the cybercriminal setting. So who is at loss? Who is at loss? What is at loss? The cyber frauds. The cyber frauds and cyber cheating are the crimes that involve the finances. Money is at loss. These are the financial crimes. Each of the cyber crimes victimizes an individual or a few individuals. In such cases, the financial losses, money losses may be recovered and the finances may be restored by the police. But in our case study under consideration, there does not seem to be any tangible financial loss. Then what is at loss? Who is at loss? There does not seem to be personal victims, but the answer is loss of national consciousness, national sensitivity, feelings of national unity and solidarity. Then what are the recovery measures? Who is to initiate? What measures to initiate? And what are the IT solutions? Just WhatsApp remedies, just Facebook remedies, just web-based guidance and counseling, just research publications, or organizing national seminars, conferences, symposia, etc. Thus, nation building is a continuous exercise which every Indian citizen should participate in and undertake. This is a noble and great goal for academics. And finally, the conclusions. The character of the university lies in making degree holders who will be useful to the nation and not just merely to themselves or the industry. The quality of national life is at loss when cybercriminal academic environment is unchecked, or even when the deleterious effects of such crimes are not offset by undertaking remedial steps. Cities with smart crimes and failing cyber policing cannot be smart cities. So true nation building is a continuous exercise and it involves setting up remedial machinery to dismantle the network of cyber crimes in the cities and throughout the length and breadth of the nation. Now this will be possible only by the people's participation for the exercise of nation building. Thus the PGOT devised by us serves as a community machinery for positive quality of national life. So this is nothing but indicating the challenge, that is the trends in achieving the Swachh Digital India. Thank you.